I trust we don't need a long reminder of what we talked about only an hour ago. But I'll also break with tradition and not do it in chronological order, partly because one of the comments made, and there's a lot of facts here, so there's only a few things that in the end the brain can take away. Thomas Downing, we will fail, so we must adapt. What a lovely phrase, and getting adaptation onto the agenda a bit more seriously than perhaps it is. A lovely phrase to throw out to the audience and something to take away. Clarion call for adaptation, and talked about a focus on information learning and getting ahead of the curve, because there will be a curve, so we need to get ahead of it. Don McLean emphasized that sustainable development at the edges, both where there are upsides and downsides, because often we just focus on downsides, but both will exist, making sure that up-down and top-down and bottom-up stakeholder engagement is all linked together. And again, a theme coming through that there is a need to share information and to learn from one experience, perhaps one geography or one situation to another. Dr. Iwasaki highlighted the role of CIOs, green CIOs, there's an interesting picture, a new breed that we need, and I think we have noticed it in BT, and I'm sure in your own organisations you are. There was actually a Green IT conference not so long ago. Some exceptional material came out of it, in fact, from many of BT's enterprise customers. Fascinating. Again, the sharing of experiences came out as a theme there. Dr. Sinha from India, a real example of adaptation in action, I guess, ICT in action. Again, the need to collect and share data and provide it to the people. And a phrase was used about you have to deliver it and develop a human capacity for it to be used. So again, linking to the point that's been made on behavior, and the information that's provided to the people has got to be of use to them, and they've got to be able to do something with it, which is not just a technology issue, came out there. Kirsten outlined the comprehensive report and some of the key recommendations there, and in particular a focus on developing customers. A substantial report there with a phenomenal amount of data, so a really good read there for you. And lastly, the really wonderful thing with Dr. Yanida, we sort of finished where we started, because one of the parts of Dr. Yanida's presentation was talking about the monitoring device, which communicated with the regional centre, which communicated with the big centre, which communicated with the people. And if you remember, Matt Bross on day one talked about we're coming to an era of the power of the people and the information for the people. So again, that theme came through from a technical description. There was the reality of what Matt was talking about. And of course, again, his final remarks that there's a lot more to this than technology and networks, which we bring to the party. So my own summary of this is really 3 points. We will fail, so we must adapt. The power will go to the people, and we need to get it there in a useful state. And sharing, learning, and information are critical. That's my view of session 6. Thank you.